Let's get this thing started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent.
Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship. Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Lots of room to run. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play?
Big guy tries to barrel in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Bears!
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
pressure. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback moving. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, there's open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down play from the gun. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Fox. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Norman. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First two drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Still looking, on the move. On the run, deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. power football with the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They want to run it left here. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 4 over Nevada. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll leave it with him. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And that is no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here.
There he goes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's complete to the left. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Buying some time. Going right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Quick strike complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they tack on the PAT. It's 31-13. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. And the Canes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Got it in the middle. It's more. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unleashes one. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Quick handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on third. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense. It's a fourth down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Throwing on the run. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown Bears! And the route is on. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The screen, he's got wheels at the 45 on his way. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Got a man. It's Norman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Canes have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot. On second down, they're staring at third.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.